Hey, so the question is, what is a stable coin in crypto? And, what is it used for? How does it work? That kind of thing. So, the clue is in the name. It is a type of crypto that is stable in the sense of the price action. It's not going up and down like crazy. It's just staying at the same value. And what I'm talking about, to be more specific, is that the price is the same as one, whatever currency it might be, but as we're on this planet where the biggest country and biggest economic power is America, and the most, let's say, safe currency is the US dollar, then the vast majority of stablecoins are based on the US dollar. They have a worth of exactly one for one with the US dollar. So, yeah, I mean, the other thing to say is that most stablecoins, if not all of them, are actually tokens based on a smart contract chain like Ethereum or Solana, Cardano, etc. I'm pretty sure they don't exist otherwise, and I think part of the reason for that is in order for them to operate, that they need that smart contract functionality. I'm pretty sure. Now, why do people? So basically, this stable coin, it acts just like holding cash. It acts just like holding US dollars. So why would people use them? Well, the obvious answer is when they want to get out of the crypto market. Let's say they're holding Ethereum or Solana, then they can just use a decentralized exchange, a DEX, like Uniswap or whatever, Radium or something like that, and then just swap it for the stable coin. And that way they're completely out of the crypto market. Well, they're still in it, but they're holding the stable coin. It's not going to move up and down. If the market crashes, nothing will happen to the value of their portfolio. It will be stable because it's that it will be just the same as the US dollar. Of course, if the US dollar goes down, completely crashes, then so will their stable coin. But the idea is that if you're holding the US dollar, well, it's pretty much the most stable currency in the world for the reasons I mentioned earlier. So there are two stable coins. The main one is called Tether, also known as USDT, and there is another one called USDC. I think the C stands for circle, if I remember correctly. And but anyway, Tether dominates, and USDC has kind of been growing and catching up, and especially with some legislation in Europe where USDT or Tether kind of had to leave that market in terms of the exchanges, then USDC is taking over that market share. But that's only Europe, right? Which is only part of the world. Obviously, it's not the entire crypto market that there is. And another reason also that some people like stablecoins is if you want to send payment to someone in another country, so remittances. Instead of using Western Union or something like that, you can use crypto. But there is if you're just sending like Bitcoin or Ethereum or some other crypto, there's obviously a pretty big risk there that the price might move against you whilst you're preparing to send the money and all that. Maybe you want to send some money to someone. You go, okay, well, I'm gonna go to my exchange and take that money and put it in my account, and then I'm going to purchase the crypto. And then because exchanges don't really like you sending out to a lot of different wallets, they prefer if you send only to a few of your own wallets. You need to send it to one of your wallets, and then from there, your own wallet, you need to send it to whoever you're sending the funds to. And by that time, the price could have wildly changed, right? Now it can work both ways. It can go up or it can go down. It can be bad or it can be beneficial, depending on which way you look at it, depending on if the other person is expecting a fixed amount of that crypto or if they're expecting the US dollar equivalent. It all depends. But basically, this is not convenient that the price can change whilst you're in the middle of arranging this payment. And stable coins are a lot better in that sense. It's very clear. It's all just in normal global currency, and 99% of the time that will be the US dollar. I believe there are Euro stable coins as well, but obviously for obvious reasons, the US dollar stablecoins are more popular. And in fact, another way that you can look at it, and this will also explain how it works, right? Is these coins? You might be wondering, well, yeah, how do they maintain their value at exactly $1? In fact, you might not even ask that question. You might just think that they're very simple the way they work, but actually they do have to maintain their value, and it's something that whoever the company behind the stablecoin, they have to maintain reserves of the real money in order to offer the stablecoin. So it's backed on the stablecoin is backed on real money that the custodian company who operates the coin, they hold that, and they should be audited on a regular basis to make sure that they haven't just made that up. Something that they also do as well is they will use reserves to defend the peg. So I'll give you an example, right? If we take, for example, the case of the UAE, the United Arab Emirates. Now, there are several countries like the UAE that, although they have their own currency, in this case the dirham, they have their own currency, but the value follows exactly the US dollar. If the US dollar goes up, the dirham goes up by the same percentage, and the same if it goes down. And that's called a peg, right? So it's always a fixed rate of $1 US is 3.6725 UAE dirhams. Now, what happens in reality is, although it's around 3.6, 3.7, it can potentially go up to 3.8 sometimes, or go lower to 3.4. And what happens is the central bank has to defend that peg. So it's actually possible for big speculators to try and attack that this stability, if you like, this peg, and the central bank will have to buy or sell currency in order to defend that peg, so that the broader market is always offered this 3.6725. This happens with all of these pegged currencies, so UAE, I believe Bermuda, Hong Kong as well, I think, and this is just completely normal. And this is exactly what has to happen with stable coins as well. So not only do they have to hold reserves, but they also have to defend the peg. And that's why when you look at a crypto ranking like CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko, and you look at all the prices of all the top market cap cryptos, you'll see in there the stable coins are fairly high up, because the volumes are very high, the market cap is very high. And if you look, it's usually not exactly 1. It's usually like 0.997 or 1.003 or something. So there is an allowable range that everybody considers okay. It's more or less $1, but it can't go too far, or the the peg will have to be defended. And in theory, there is a depeg risk. In theory, it could actually break free from the peg, and instead of your stable coin being worth $1, it could end up being like 70 cents. And this actually happened once when there was the SBF scandal or whatever. I think it was that particular scandal. I mean, there have been a few big crypto scandals over the years, but pretty sure it was that one where the peg was lost temporarily, and Tether went down to something like 80 cents or something. Yeah, the funny thing is, I remember looking at that at the time and thinking, well, you know what, this is an instant win. All you got to do is buy one Tether for 80 cents, or buy more, obviously, and eventually when the peg is restored, they'll be worth $1, right? You'll have made 20%. And I actually did think about doing it, because I thought to myself, well, this is a kind of risk-free profit here. And I never did it, but I'm sure some people did do it. And I think I was wrong in the sense that this was definitely not a risk-free bet. There was a chance that the stablecoin could have been ended. It could have been over, even though it's the biggest stablecoin. And if that had happened, wow, the whole crypto market would have collapsed, actually. So yeah, I never did it in the end, but I wonder if I should have done it, because it was kind of easy money. But other crypto was also depressed at the time, and they also made a recovery as well, not only this stable coin. So it's something to bear in mind, that it is potentially an opportunity. But anyway, that's stable coins. That's what you would use them for. That's how they work. It's typically used to stay in the equivalent of cash and not be in the crypto market. And it's very easy to swap between crypto and stable coins, especially on smart contract chains like Ethereum, Solana, Cardano, etc. And some people just buy them anyway because they're just useful. They can be, you can use them for payment, and there's some other use cases as well that I didn't cover. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this video, and see you again soon. Take care. Bye bye.